Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Hera English School online teaching standard 10th. Today, after a long gap, inshallah, we are going to see this lesson of English, that is 3.2. The Night I Met Einstein. It's actually a kind of a fiction like story which is written by Jerome Wedman. Now, in this story, there is a live discussion between Albert Einstein, the great scientist, with a child. Now, the comparison between the music and arithmetic is involved with the timing, rhyme, and beats that are required with some mathematical knowledge. Also, Einstein shows how when we are taught arithmetics, we begin with the simple. That means we begin with the plus, minus, and then towards the complex form of mathematics. Same way it is starting with the simple things and in the musical notes, and after that more complex musical notes. From music with words, which is within the grasp of an average listener, Einstein progressed to music without words, which is what is classical music is all about. So here in this lesson, which is written by an American playwright, Jerome Wedman, he was born in the year 1913 and died in the year 1998. It is the theory of energy like. Okay. Now, in 1960, he won the Pulitzer Prize for his work, a musical drama titled Fairilo. He collaborated with George Abbott, Jerry Bog, and Sheldon Hornack too for its music and lyrics. His books, I Can Get It For You Wholesale, has also been used for a movie of the same name. So the book which is written by Jerome is been transformed into a kind of a film. Okay. Now here this story begins. Let us read on page number 108. When I was a very young man, I was invited to dine at the house of philanthropist. What do you mean by a philanthropist? Okay. Person who helps the poor by giving them some money or kind of a support with the help of money. So, I was invited to dine at the house of a philanthropist. After a wonderful dinner, our hostess took us to a large drawing room. Chairs were being arranged. I am arranging the chairs for a concert, my hostess said. We are going to listen to a very good pianist. Now here the hostess has arranged for some concert. What do you mean by a concert? Concert means a performance of music by the players or the singers, where the music is supposed to be played and the songs are being sing. Next paragraph. Though everyone else was very happy, I was not. I did not understand classical music. I thought I was tone deaf. Tone deaf means unable to hear the difference between high and the low tones of music. Okay. Now here a young man is invited to the house of a social worker, and after the dinner, the hostess, that means the person who is the inviting the others, is inviting that young man for having a dinner, and after that there is a concert. What do you mean by concert? A musical performance. Okay. Now there is a pianist who is going to play the piano. Everybody was happy, but this young man was not happy as he was tone deaf. That means he was not able to understand the difference between the musics, and he was not much interested in the music. After a while, I heard everyone clapping. So I realized that the piece was over. That means the music started and it ended. As soon as the music ended, people clapped for the pianist. But he was not able to understand a bit, so he just started clapping as a formality. Just then I heard a gentle but firm voice saying, "You're fond of Bach?" That means a gentle voice from behind or somewhere from the side was coming to him, and that person asked him, "You're fond of Bach?" What is Bach? It is the Johann Sebastian Bach, a German organist and composer of the 17th century. That is a old musician, a person from the 17th century. I knew as much about Bach as I did about nuclear physics. I was going to say something ordinary so that I could get out of the situation. I turned in order to look at my neighbor, and I saw a very famous face. It was someone with a shock of white hair and a pipe. Now he turned towards the voice which was coming to him, and he saw it was a shocking for him that famous face. I knew that I must tell this man the truth. He looked at me as if my answer was very important. Now that person, that famous person, he was continuously staring at this young man. I did not know anything about Bach, I said. I have never heard any of his music. He looked surprised. You have never heard of Bach? He asked. He made it sound as if I had said I have never taken a bath. That means it was such a shocking for that person, that unknown person, when this young man said that I have not been knowing this Bach. I would like to understand music so that I could understand Bach, I said. But I am not able to. I am tone deaf. That means he says that I want to understand the music. That young man replies that I want to understand the music, but I am not able to. Now next page 109. The old man got up. You will come up with me, he asked. I just remained seated. I am requesting you to come with me, he said again. So I went up with him. He took me to a room which had a gramophone in it and asked, What kind of music do you like? Now that old fellow, he took this young man with him into a room where there was a gramophone. Gramophone is the old musical system which was there last time. Machine for playing the recorded music, it is called as. Okay. Now he asked that young fellow, which music do you like? Well, I answered. To that, this young fellow answered, I like songs that have words and the kind of music where I can follow the tune. Now, what are the music and the words which are understandable in language that he can understand? He smiled and nodded. Obviously pleased. You can give me an example perhaps. I told him I like anything by Bing Crosby. Now Bing Crosby is the American singer and an actor. At once, I could hear Bing Crosby's voice filling the room. Now, as soon as the choice was made, the old man started the music on the gramophone. Now, can you please tell me what you just heard? He said. The simplest answer seemed to be to sing the lines, so I sang it back to him. So, this young man started singing that same words which were there in that musical note. He smiled. "You're not tone deaf," he said. I told him this was one of my favorite songs, something I have heard hundreds of times, so it didn't really prove anything. Nonsense, said Einstein. It proves everything. Do you remember your first arithmetic lesson in school? Suppose at your very first contact with numbers, your teacher had ordered you to work out a problem in, say, long division or fraction. Could have you done it? Could you have done it? Now see here what that old man is trying to say him, that previously you know this music, so you have been able to repeat it and understand and enjoy that music. But if any complex kind of music which you have not heard till now is given to you, will you be able to enjoy? No. The same thing is with our maths. When he was a young child in the school times, if the teacher would have made him solve the more complex and big divisions, he will not be able to. He can only do the simple form of addition, subtraction, division which were there for him in the basic school time. Then only he can do further, right? So this is what Einstein is trying to explain to that child. Now on page number 110. No, of course not. Exactly. That's like learning maths. You have to learn addition and subtraction in order to do multiplications and divisions. Now, I am playing something a little more advanced. It was John McCormack singing the trumpeter. Sing that back, he ordered. Now, this another American singer's name he took and he started playing that. And he said, after that you also try to sing that song. And we went on from level to higher level until he was playing just music without words. I was amazed that this great man was paying complete attention to me so that I could learn something new. It was as if I was the most important person in this world. Suddenly he got up and turned off the gramophone. So, see, with the simple thing which he was familiar with, now the more complex kind of music was being heard by the young child. Okay, and this old man started making the plain music and the words were automatically coming out from the child's mouth. How? Because he had heard that songs before, that music was being heard by him and continuous practice was done of it. Okay, so it was as if I was the most important person. Now that old fellow was giving more importance to that boy, and then he suddenly turned off the gramophone. Now, young man, he said, we are ready to listen to Bach. Then he said, now let us listen to Bach. First, the simple one which he had heard hundreds of times was played for him. Then a little complicated which was easily adopted by this child. And now they were going towards more complex, that is the Bach's music. Okay. We went down and sat in the hall. Just allow yourself to listen, he said. That's all there is to it. I have heard that piece many times since that day, but I have never alone. I am never alone. I am sitting beside a small man with a shock of untidy hair and a pipe in his mouth. He has eyes that are unusually warm. See here. He is describing that young man is describing the old fellow who is sitting beside him. When the concert ended, I too was able to clap sincerely. Our hostess came towards us. We both stood up. Now that person who had invited them to their house came towards them and they both stood up. I'm so sorry, Dr. Einstein, she said, giving me a cold look, that you missed so much. I'm sorry too, he said. My young friend here and I, however, were engaged in the greatest activity of which a human being is capable. See how great Einstein is. He said that we both are capable of the things, the greatest activities of the human being. She looked puzzled. Really? She said. And what is that? Einstein smiled and put his arm across my shoulders, opening up the frontiers of beauty. See, from these concert or from these lesson we can understand that the basic necessity of human being, that is from the simple towards the complex. From Einstein's treatment of the young man we learn how patient and polite Einstein was. We come to know that he was a very good teacher, moving step by step in attempting to teach the young man to appreciate the classical music. Also, by using a comparison from maths and the question and answer method, Einstein comes across as a true scientist. So, we can understand from this how the deep understanding has made him into a true scientist, and this lesson makes us aware from the simple things we can move towards the complex things in understanding, and that makes our understanding more firm and confirm us with the more complicated world. Next time we will continue. Jazakallah.